Good morning, good morning. Disclaimer here, trading stocks is risky. My results are not typical. Typical result in an average trader will be to lose money. Keep in mind you're accountable for your own decisions, and there's no guarantees that watching this content will improve your trading. That being said, let's get to today. Um, Starting just under 130, 150 down on the day, which is not too concerning. It's only like 3 cents on a stock like FEMY. So we'll see if we can get that once the market opens. It's been a little choppy pre-market. Down 80 on it right now. That's the main one I'm watching today. And then I got MNK as well. I missed the pre-market move on that one. Watching break of 80 or 58 here. 58.50. There's 59. Watching 59 break. Out the rest. So only need 3 more cents per share on FEMY. Morning, Patrick. Alright, market opens in about 1 minute. We just broke highs on FEMY. FMEY has daily resistance at 60 and 68.50. Watching break of 60 here. Taking it off for a small profit. Don't know if we'll get that break of 60 just before the market opens. $15 seconds here till market open. I don't want this breaking 60 on the first candle of market open because I can't usually trade the first candle, but it ends up doing it. Okay. So 62 highs now. It flickered up there for a moment. It's coming back down. See where it starts to bottom out at. Hopping in here on the dip. Watching 55 break back over. There's 57. Hopping out. Dip I did not hold up. Alright, so FEMY breaking down view up here. Not a good open for it. Caught a bad breakout there on MNK. Puts us back down to 153. What's the level 2 look like on this one? Oh, it's just stacked. TLRY, what's the float on it? $600 million float. It's the one I traded yesterday, right? Yeah. Had a high of 211 yesterday. Morning, trade community. Took a break-even trade on TLRY. This one's just too high flow for me, I think. Yesterday it was moving a little bit better than it is today. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch it. A bit hard to figure out which one to trade today. They're all not really doing too much. It's a bit of a slow start here. Huge seller at 43 on top. High a day. Watching break back over 60 on FEMY. Starting to look good. Watching 59.50 for the break of 60. Watching 60 here for the break. There's 61. Watching 62. Watching 63, 64. There's 65. Watching 64, 65. Huge seller came in at 64. Out the rest. And just like that, the day's turned around. Watching 61. Out at 60. Big buyer at 58.50. Watching 59 break. There's 60. 60 on the ask. Let's watch it break. Out at 59, 59.40. See how it reacts to the 58 level. Okay, some sellers at 57.50. It's breaking back over 58. Adding at 59 for the break over 60. Watching this back over 60. Taking it off break even. Didn't like how it hesitated at 59.70. Watching 60 here. A little bit of a high fill. $60 break. Taking it off 59.60. A small $30 loss. Better fill here on this dip buy. Watching for an add through 60. Gonna have to cut this one. Yeah. Cut at 57. That was a bit of a bigger loss. $90. Alright, so on FEMY, I don't like how it's back below 60, especially all the way down here at 55. It's not ideal. Watching back over 56 on FEMY. Taking a quarter off in case it doesn't want to break hold 56. Rest out 55.50 and 55.80. It's almost back to highs in the day. Break even trade there on top. Out the rest at 52. Decent trade, made 60 on it. Okay, FEMY making a push up for 58. Getting a starter here, see if it holds 57. I'm taking that off as the big seller comes at 57.02. It's breaking though, so I'll get back in, watching 57 hold. Hopping back out for break even. Back in as 57 holds. Back out. Couple break even trades there. It was looking finicky if it wanted to hold 57. It was the bid was refilling and then it all of a sudden flushed. So that's why I got back in and then got back out. Watching 57 here. I want to see the seller at 57.01 break before I look to spy more. Popping out at 56.80. Back in 57, watching 57.50. Watching 58. $58.50. Out at 58. Break even trade. So hit 58.40 there. So if we slowly reclaim 60, that'd be nice for a pushback to highs. Buyers at 57. Watching 58.50. Add at 58.20. Watching 59. There's 60. 61. Taking the rest off. Watching for an add back. Still not too aggressive on it. It's not proving it wants to hold just yet. So watch 63, 65. High day break. Taking off half. Watching 63. Adding for 65. Watching 64, 65 here. Rest out at 64. Wait for a pullback here before we get some more shares in. To the break of 65. Okay, we just need to see a big bid wall. That'd be nice. Reclaimed 63 though, so I'll get in here watching for a break of 64. Taking it off break even, small loss. Big seller at 63.30. Big seller at 61.50. It's breaking. Watching 62. Seller at 62.06. It's breaking. Watching 63. Lots of sellers stacked these levels. Taking off a quarter just in case these next sellers don't break. Out the rest at 62. Watching the dip below 61 for a dip buy. So we want this to hold 60 ideally. Watching 61 here for a bounce. It broke down 60, taking up 59.50 for a loss. That was a bigger one, like $150. And there, 57.30. Watching 58. Watch 58 here. Cutting it at 57.20. Okay, so FEMY's been good and it's also been bad. It's not being perfect. It's like a B plus setup. It's not really A plus or A. I mean, if it was A or A minus, it would have held 60 there. Not coming down to retest view up again. Seeing if 57 wants to hold here. Rest out at 57 for a small winner. Dropping back in, watching 57. $57.30, $57.60. Out at 57.30. Didn't catch that pop. So I hit 58.60 there. Also MNK is trying to get back above VWAP. 92. Seller at 92. Dip buy there at 56. Small size. Watching just 90. Or at 86, sorry. Watching 92 break. That seller thinned out a lot, see if it wants to actually break 92. I'm taking the rest out at 88. Seller at 89. So very small winner. Using the small size on this one since I'm already red on it over 100. FEMY, I'll watch for 60. Watching that seller at 59.40. Watching 60 here. 61, you want to see over 61. Took off half at 60.20. Rest out at 60. Not a big winner. Okay, we'll watch 61. Fire at 61, watching 62 break. 63 is breaking. Watch 64. As it squeezes. Taking it off the table here. Ran into some resistance at 63.20. Look to add back. Got a little bit of high fill there. Watching 63. 64, big seller at 64. Can we see it break? Taking off a quarter. Watching 64 here. Took it off at 62 for a loss. $64.80. $65 break here for high day. 68, 66. There's 67, 68. 75 is halt up. Watching this through 68. It's the micro pullback. Can we get the break of 68 here? Adding for break of 68, there's 69. It's watching 69 here, 76 halt up. It's holding 68, out at 68.60. Watching for an add back at 69. Fire at 67. Taking the 1 cent loss. Back in for 68. Seller at 68's it's gone. It's moving a little fast now. Watching 69. There's 70. Can we get 71, 72? There we go. Watching 71. Out at 70, 50. There's 72, 78 halt up. And at 72, watching 73, 80 halt up. Adding at 73, watching 74. There's 76, there's 80, watching 80 into the halt up. Hollow might move up here, let's see. Otherwise I'm holding this whole thing in. Okay, we're in. Halt resumption will be at 2022. Good morning, Sana. Thank you, trader community. Very nice move on FEMY once it actually started resolving over 65. So we halted up at 80. Our next resistance is at 84.80. So like 85 cents. And then we have the daily 200 EMA at 111.36. So I'll go ahead and mark that in purple, way up there. So 111.36 and then 48.80. And then there might be some other in between resistances. Nothing too major. No. Next resistance after that EMA is going to be 133. And if we continue going higher, I'll mark out more levels, but for now I think 133 is a good spot to look at. Thank you, Omar. Right now we're showing a flat resumption, so hopefully we can get like even just like a 1 cent gap. If it opens flat, I'm probably going to sell half immediately and then look to see if it holds 80 for another add for the next halt. On a resumption, it's probably going to have a halt up at like 95 and then a halt down at like 60 or something, or 70. Halts are usually in 5-minute increments starting at 5 minutes, so it halted. You can see on the time and sales here, the last order that went through was at 10:15:22. So at 5 minutes to that, 10:20:22 is when we should expect the first resumption. If it doesn't resume at 10:20 and 22 seconds, then expect it at 10:25 and 22 seconds. And they can always resume like 10 to 15 seconds later, but that's when you should start watching them, is at the 5-minute increment. So be ready to trade it at the 5-minute increments, but then if it doesn't halt or if it doesn't resume right away, make sure you keep it on your charts for like an extra 15-20 seconds just in case it has a late resumption. But if 20 seconds, 30 seconds go by and it hasn't resumed at that 5-minute increment, then you're going to be looking at a 10-minute halt. And typically the longer the halt, the bigger the gap. So if it's halted down and it's taking like 30 minutes to resume, it's going to be a big gap down. Same thing for if it's halted up and it's taking like 15 minutes to resume, it's going to be a big halt, big gap up. Because the reason why it's halted due to volatility. So it's trying to balance all the orders that are currently out there on the ticker. And if it takes longer than 5 minutes to do that, it means that there's a really big imbalance in the buying and selling. FEMY, I believe, was a gapper this morning from 40 cents to 50 cents, or 56. I believe FEMY was a gapper, yeah. So it was on the gaps list. It was only gapping up like 40%, 30%. I don't remember how much the percentage was. But yeah, it was on the gaps list. That's how I found it. About 20 seconds to resumption here. We'll see. It's showing flat resumption at 80.01. 10 seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice gap there. Watching 95 halt up. Adding at 90, watching 95. Taking it off at 87. Look for a retest of 90. Huge seller at 55. See if we can break through it. It's going down. Watching 83, 85. And they're at 80. Adding at 83, watching 85. Taking off 3/4, watching 85 still. I'm taking off the rest at 82 for a loss. Break even trade there at 80. Back in 81, watching 82. High this last candle was 85. Watching 85 break, there's 87. Can we get this through 90? High day. 99 is halt up. Taking off half. Another half. Out the rest at 84.50. Watching 85 here. High in that last candle was 86.80. There's 87. Taking the rest off 85. Starter on this dip. Cutting it, it's not bouncing. Watching the dip to 80. Starter here 81. Buyer at 81. Cutting it, break even. And there 78. Cutting at 76. Bigger loss there. Okay, does it want to reclaim 80 here? Taking a starter 78. Smaller size. Watching at 80 for the reclaim. Taking the 1 cent loss at 77. Back in 78 for break of 80. There's 80, watching 81. Buyers at 80, watching 81. Here's 82, 82.50. Taking off half at 82.50. Seller at 82.40. Taking the rest off at 82. Back in for 83. Watching 83 here. Out at 82, taking a small loss. Seller at 82.50 was a bit large, but it was trying to break. Buyer at 80, let's see it hold. No, it doesn't want to hold. There's a hidden buyer at 80. Oh, okay, broke. Watching 82 here. Watching that seller at 82. There's 84. Can we get 85 here? There's 86, 87, there's 89. Seller at 89. Watching 90, the break of highs. There's 90, 93, 97's halt up. Out at 90. Back in 88.9. Watching 93, 97 for the halt up. Watching 93 here. Taking it off for a 1 cent loss. Back in at 90. Still watching 93. And cutting it at 89. Back in here, 88.70. Watching 89. Aussie 91. Watching 91.80 and 92. Small loss there, or small gain. Seller at 90.11. Getting in here at 88, watching 90. Adding at 90. Watching 91, 92. Seller at 92, it's breaking. Watching 93, break a high day. Watching 92 for break of 93 high a day. There's 95, 96. Watching 97 for break of $1. Taking a loss in that last ad at 97. Okay, we want to see this break $1. Starter here, 94. Added 95. Took it off half at 94. Taking off the rest, just took a loss there. 300, 200, 300 on that loss. Getting on this dip at 98 or 89. popping out at 88. So seller at 88. A bit higher volume on these pullbacks than I'd like. Watching the 90 here. If we can get back into the 90s, that'll be good. Net 88. Watching 90 here. So buyer at 88. Watching 90. Big buyer at 88. Broke down 88. Out at 87.50. So give back 400 off the top. On those last, like, set of 10 trades. Risk was higher, but also the reward was higher. If we had that break of 97 into 1, we would have been looking at like $1,500 trade. Waiting for this to bottom. Halt downs at 75, which I am concerned about. It's getting closer. So now any pullback could be a result, could fall into a halt down. Below 80 I do not like. It's too close to the halt down at that point. Taking a small loss here, I have 82. I'll size down until it gets back over like 85, 90 area. So there's 83, 83.50. Waiting for this to get back over 85 before I start taking trades again. All down, move to 71, so we're a bit clear there. Watching 85. Okay, there's 85.20. It's not holding though, so I'm gonna take it off break even. 85.60, 89. Starter here, 86. Hidden seller at 85.44. Gonna take it off as that hidden seller doesn't break. So 85.44 hidden seller. So 69 is the halt down. Again, I don't like it below 80, so it's starting to actually look like a head and shoulders pattern. Where this is the shoulder, this is the head, this is the second shoulder. Which would mean it would be coming down just to at least view up. If it actually does resolve fully. So if we can reclaim 80 and hold, it's still possible that it can get back over 85. Big seller at 81. Hidden buyer at 81 though. Gotta take a starter here. Watching 82. Looking to take off a quarter at 82. Rest out at 81 and 80.11. Just took a loss on that. Watching 82 to see if it wants to get back over. Small size for now. There's 83. Rest out 82 and 82.30. Watching 83. Watching 84 here. $84.50. Watching 85. 84.60. Watching 86 here as it curls back up towards the 90s. Taking it off 86.30. Seller 85.90. Starter here 84. Watching back over 85, 87. Good. Watching 86 here. See if we can end with a nice bottoming wick here. I'm gonna go ahead and add here for break at 86, 87. Taking off a quarter. Wasn't able to get filled up in that exit. Out the rest at 85.70. So highs there were 86, 88. 86, 88, so about 87. Watching 86 here. 87. I'm cutting it. Break even. Didn't like how it popped just below 86. Like it popped over and then it was already coming back down. It wasn't going for 86.50, it was going for 86 after it broke up to 86.20. Okay, here's the pullback. Starter 84. Watching 86. Small size starter. Because we haven't broke back into the 90s yet, so I'm still using somewhat small size. Once we're looking at 90s again, then we'll get back to the larger size. Taking it off break even here. Oh, big buyer came in, back in. Watching 86, seller at 86. Buyer at 85. Adding here, watching the seller at 86, there's 87. Can we get 88 here? We do. Taking off a third. Taking off half. Highs there were 88. Watching 88 here break. Taking it off 87. Small loss there. Watching 87. Watching 88. Looking for this back into the 90s. There's 89. Took up a quarter at 89. Watching for the break into 90. Good. Taking up half. Watching 891. Taking up another half. Out the rest at 90. Watching this, see if it holds 90. Looking for 91. Broke down 90. There's 89. Can we get back over 90? So back over 90 is key here. If it breaks down to 85, it's not looking as good. So it has to get back over 90. Oh, it's looking like 86. I don't like that. Come on, let's get 88. There's 88. Small size. It's being weaker than expected. So watch 89. If we can get back over 90. There's 90. Adding at 90, watching 91. Watch 92 here. There's 93. Adding at 93, watching 95. Watch 95 here. There's 96. Watch 97. 98. 103's halt up. 103 halt up. Watching 98, 99. Halt up at 106. Can we get break a one here? Break of 1. 102. Wanted to break more out there at 1. Watching back over 1. 106 still halt up. Watching 1. 102, watching 103, 108 halt up. Taking it off. Back in at 1. Taking it off break even. Back in at 1. Watching 102. And taking off 98 for the loss. Bigger loss there actually. 300. Okay. Halt down's 80. Watching it bounce over 93. Not getting it. At 91. Watching it bounce over 93. Taking off a quarter. Still looking at 93. Taking off another half. Taking out the rest of 92. Alright, so this thing still has range as long as it holds 90. You have range towards 1 again. Okay, in here, 94, watch 95. Out at 93, 92.50. Big buyer at 94. And at 95 here. Watching 97. Taking off half as it doesn't get above 96. There it goes. Watch 97 here. We'll get more aggressive as it gets closer to 1. Taking off the other half, break even. Big buyer at 94 still. Starter here. Hidden seller at 94.40. There's 96. Previous high, 96.50. Watching 97 here. Can we get 97? 98. There we go, watching 99 here. Break of 102. Adding a 99, watching 102. Watching 102 here. Break of 1. 102. Looking for this higher. Not getting it. Taking off at 101. We'll watch 102 again for the break. Nope, 97. Starter here, 95. Out at 96, watching 97. There's 99. There's 101, watching 102 for the break. Should get the break here. Come on. Taking off half to be safe. Still watching 102. Cutting at 1. Big seller at 101. Back in here at 1. Took a loss there. 1.5 cents. Back in 99, watching 1. Watching 101, 102. Still looking for that break of 102. It's breaking, watch 103, 4. There's 5, 13's halt up. Sellers at 5 are strong. Getting out the rest at 104. '83 halt down. Small loss there. '94, '96. That might have been a good dip. It looks like I missed it. Low of that candle, 93. Watching 96 for a dip buy. Smaller size because I'm in the middle of the candle. Look to add closer to 1, adding here at 99. Taking off half break even, rest out break even as well. Back in here, 95.20, watching 96. Here's 97, still looking at this towards 99, previous candle's high. Taking off a quarter for profit at 98, watching 99. Another quarter out at 97, 96.50. Adding back at 97, watching 98, 99. Taking it off at 95.70. Took a loss in that ad. Back in 97, watching 98. Here's 99. 95. 98 on the ask. Spread's opening up a little bit. I don't like that. Taking off half break even. 97 as a buyer. Taking off the rest of 97 break even. So we hit 105 there on that high. 93 on that low. Small loss there. Big buyer came in at 94, watching 95, seller at 95. Ugh. Cutting at 93 and 92.50. Taking a $150 loss there. There's 90. Watching it back over 90. Can we get 91, 92? There's 92. Big buyers at 92.75. Watching 93, 94. Taking up another quarter. Another quarter out at 93.50. Watching 94. Taking the rest out 92. Broke the buyer at 91.75. Let's see, last bottom was at 90 or 89.31. So we just tapped that just now, 89.31. Okay, he broke the last bottom. Starter at 88.50, watching 90, 91. Taking up a quarter at 90, watching 91. Rest out at 90, 30. Big seller at 91. Hopping in here at 91. Watching 92. Out at 91.20. High that last candle, 92. 92.14. Watching 92 break. Out at 91.80 here. Small break, break even trade. Still watching 92. Back in here for break 92. Big seller at 92.14. Out at 90. Ooh, bad fill, 91.50. Bad fill at 91.50. Should have been filled at 92. Have a great day, trader community. Indeed, it is an awesome day. Missed the dip buy there at 86 for 88. Buyer at 86.70. Taking it here at 87. Watching 88, 89. Watching 88, 80, and 89. Out at 88.50. Watching 88. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it there. Unless we can get back over 90, 95 area. If we make another push for one, I'll stick around. We're still within the good time limit of 11:30. I usually like to try and leave by 11:30 Eastern time. So we're still underneath that. Big buyer at 87. Give it a second here. Taking a starter here at 87. There's a big buyer. I can always sell into that buyer if I need to for break even. High, the last candle was 89, 88.80. Taking up half here at 87.50. Adding back at 88, watching 89. Big buyer 87.60. Big buyer 87.60, watching 89. Taking off half at 87.70, watching 89. Looking for the break at 90. Taking some off at 88.60, watching 89. So 89, watching 90 here. Taking up half at 89.50, 89.70. Out the rest here at 89. Buyer at 89.50, brought it up to 91. Watching 91 here. Seller at 92 is pretty large. Gonna go ahead and take this off. There's a 80,000 share seller at 92. Can always get back in and see if it wants to break. It's looking like it wants to break. Watching 92 for the break. It's down to 60,000 shares. 30, 20, there it goes. Watching 94. False break. I'm gonna take it off break even. Back in as 92 holds. High there was 94. Watching 94. There's 95. Taking up a quarter, 94.30. Watching that small seller at 94, taking it off at 93. So I'm facing a dilemma here. If I keep on trading, my average orders for the month is going to go up really high. And there's a ThinkorSwim TD Ameritrade has a limit on the amount of orders you can take per day. So my dilemma here is, do I continue trading today, and then sacrifice the ability to trade on another day, or call it a day and then have another day where I can make money? Because this thing it's pretty tuckered out, but it could still get over one again. What's my volume right now on the day? One second, let me import trades. Let me see what's going on TraderVue. Import. Okay, yeah, it's pulling back quite a bit. But this pullback still looks good compared to the rest of the moves still. Alright, let's see. See the stats for today. So we have 140 trades today, 2.2 million shares of volume. And that is a very clean P&L graph. Here, I'll show you guys. Look at this P&L chart. Look at that. There we go. Wait, there. Very, very clean. It's tapering off here, but very, very clean. 140 trades, 2.2 million shares of volume. Let's see the reports. Detailed. Oh my god, that profit factor, 3.2. 3.2. With a 50% win rate, but the profit loss ratio is 3 to 1. Wow. Sir Clive. Alright, there is this pivot at 95 I'm still going to watch. After that, we'll see. So if it does want to come back up to 95, I will take it. So let's see here on the stream. 1 second. Let's see here. It's getting back over 92. None. There is no max number of shares you can take, but TD Ameritrade does have a max number of average orders per day. Oh, look at this, 94, 95. Wait for the pullback. Don't like the topping tail though. If we can close at 94, it's worth it. 10 seconds till this candle closes. 1 second here. Watching 94, 95. Yeah. False breakout. Alright. I'll take that as my cue to leave. So it gave back 100 there at the end. But that was a good cue to leave. The max number of orders you can take on average per day in a trading month is 395 for TD Ameritrade. So I'm at 525 right now. So as long as my average for the month is under 395, then I don't get penalized. So today's number of orders is 525. So like 525, and then you have like, let's say 200 orders the next day, and then 100 the next day. Those lower numbers will bring your average down significantly. So you don't have to worry about days like this too much. But yeah, I will call it a day there, and then let's see here. If we can, right now we're sitting at 13 likes, 14 likes on the video. If when I go ahead and upload the stream, I'll put a community post out, and if by Sunday we can get let's see, 40 likes. Let's go 35. If we can get 35 likes on the video, then we'll go ahead and post the uncut with the level 2 shown. Oh shoot, you know what? I forgot to record today. Look at this. Oh no. No. That button right there is not hit. I didn't hit record. Shoot. That sucks. Never mind on that like goal then. That sucks. That sucks for me too, because I was gonna go back and look at this. Damn it. Oh well. None, yeah, I do have to not show the level 2 on stream because it is live. I believe DOS has a terms and condition where you can't stream the data to other people. Because I signed the market agreements, but you guys didn't sign their market agreements. So yeah, I can't show the level 2 live, but I can show it as replays. So what I do is I like to hide it on the stream, but I have it uncovered on the recordings. And so on the recordings you can see the full screen. But I just forgot to record today. So unfortunately. So yeah, we'll call it a day here. This is the best day that I've had. It's good. It's a good change of pace. We changed our criteria for the type of stocks we're trading on Friday last week, and we've been green ever since. Just sticking to what I know how to do is under those sub $2 stocks. Sub $2 stocks are my bread and butter. Just gonna stick with them until further notice. Until I have enough savings where I can try and test out, say, $2 to $10 stocks. I'll make a video on stats. I could do a month in review this month probably. I've just been really busy with school, and that's why I haven't been able to do the month in review these last couple months. That's like a 30-40 minute video plus editing. How do I find the stocks? I use Zendoo. It's a free scanner on YouTube. Zendoo. Z as in zebra. They have free scans going all day long, including pre-market. So I used them. Then I also use chartswatcher.com. I use the free plan there. I have a link to them in the description. Look at that, break of 1 on FEMY. It's got good volume too. They're all sized down. If it wants to get back over 1. There's 101, 102. No, I don't think I will. Yeah, I'm not gonna take the trade. I'm being too greedy at that point. I'll just walk here. I'm being too greedy. Gonna go ahead and close level 2 so I don't get tempted. Indeed, it is pretty good income for a student. Yes, now close TD Ameritrade. Throw the disclaimer up. Trading stocks is risky. My results are not typical. Most traders will lose money. Keep in mind you're accountable for your own decisions, and there's no guarantees that watching my content will improve your trading. Let's close TD Ameritrade here. Wait, gotta take a screenshot, and then I'll close it. There we go. And close. All right, have a great day, guys. I'll be back tomorrow. Sorry I forgot to record this trading session. That really sucks for both of us. But we'll remember to record tomorrow. All right, take care and have a great day.